everybody, today I'm going to be talking about my top 5 favorite musicals. These are my top 5 favorite musicals. They're not really in order because I couldn't really find an order for them, so they're all in the top 5. Not all of these musicals are on Broadway. Some of them are off Broadway, but I'm pretty sure all of them but one was on Broadway. You guys might not know this, but I am actual theater trash. I love musicals. Like, it's my life. I love them. I've seen so many of them, but I unfortunately have never seen any of them live. But one day, for now I'll just have to rely on bootlegs, which is totally legal. Anyway, here are my top 5 favorite musicals in no particular order. Okay, starting from number 5, we have Dear Evan Hansen. My favorite song for Dear Evan Hansen is probably a tie between Sincerely Me and Waving Through... No, there's so many! I love Sincerely Me. Dear Evan Hansen is a story of a boy who has extreme social anxiety and he just wants to fit in at his school and just live his life, and he wants to get by. But then this kid that he knew just barely kills himself, and he ends up stuck in this lie that he's trapped in, that he's made for himself, and it's kind of insanity. It's really good and it's so inspiring. This musical made me cry pretty hard. If you're not looking for something to make you cry, maybe don't watch this musical. Now that I think about it though, like, every musical makes me cry because I'm a literal trash can, so maybe this advice isn't very relevant. I cry at everything, but I did actually, most people cry at this, okay, so it's not just me. But yeah, I would highly recommend it. It's really good and the music's great, it's funny, it's so good.
If I stop smoking crack, if I stop smoking pot, then everything might be alright. I'll take your advice, I'll try to be more nice. I'll turn it around, wait and see. Smoking takes this little freak and bad. Things can change if you give it door to understand. All you gotta do is just believe you can be who you wanna be.
Next up at number 4, I have Newsies. Looking at all the songs, I'd probably have to say that my favorite song... I really like all the songs. I don't think I could choose a favorite song, but let's just say Watch What Happens. I only just recently discovered this musical because they have it on Netflix, and I've seen it so many times that I've just been like, that doesn't look good. And then I watched it the first time, and I was like, that's okay, but then I watched it again, and suddenly I was like, it's so good. When I say it is the best dancing I have ever seen in my entire life, I mean it is the best dancing I have ever seen in my entire life. It's so good. Let's start from the beginning. It is about this boy named Jack Kelly. He lives in New York and he is a newsie. He sells newspapers. Basically, all these newsies are not being treated well. They're not getting paid enough for their hard work, and they all go on strike to protest the unfair treatment and the unfair pay. And this guy, Jack, he is basically their leader of this rebellion. It's so good. The music, it gets stuck in my head forever. It's amazing. And the dancing, I cannot stress enough, the dancing is, oh, it's so good. Like, I like to call it a mixture between like ballet and like gymnastics. It's crazy. It's flips, it's ballet, it's spinning, it's everything you've ever wanted in a musical. It's so good. It's just a bunch of cute boys running around. Why would you not want that? Okay, number 3 on the list is Legally Blonde the musical. Let's see what my favorite song is. There's a lot of songs. that I really, really like. I think though So Much Better wins. When I was growing up, I was absolutely obsessed with the Legally Blonde movies. I wanted to be Elle Woods so much because I'm blonde. I love the color pink. She was like my dream future. I don't even know. I was like in love with her. I wanted to be her. When I first saw there was a Legally Blonde musical, I'm not gonna lie, I definitely thought it was gonna be really stupid. Like, I looked at it and I remember actually saying out loud, that is the stupidest thing I've ever seen. And then I clicked on it and I watched it and oh my gosh, it is so good. It's so inspiring. The movie is already so inspiring, but the musical is so inspiring. It made me cry. Everything makes me cry. Let's just move on. It's so good. The acting's so good. The songs are so good. It's just amazing. If you for some reason have not seen or know what Legally Blonde is about, it's about a girl, she's in a sorority, and she's kind of stupid, and not gonna lie, and she basically ends up following this boy to Harvard Law School because she's so in love with him. And she ends up actually being a very good lawyer. I don't know if that's a spoiler, but like everyone knows Legally Blonde. It's so inspiring, I can't. Coming in at number 2 on the list is Hamilton. I know, shocking. No one's heard of this musical before, ever. It's the first time it's ever been mentioned. This is the first song I ever heard from Hamilton, and it has stayed my favorite throughout the ages. Yes, I know Hamilton is very hyped up, but I personally believe it deserves the hype. It is the first musical I ever like really listened to and really enjoyed for like what it was. Obviously I've enjoyed musicals before. Like I heard it and I was like, oh. I mean, who doesn't know what Hamilton's about? Do I really have to explain it? It's about the founding fathers of America and Alexander Hamilton, and everyone knows what it's about. It's Hamilton. This is the first musical I ever really like loved, I guess I could say. I mean, there's not much to talk about. Everyone knows what it is. Let's just pick my favorite song, shall we? And lastly, number 1 on the list. This might actually be my favorite musical of all time, but it's honestly really hard to tell because I love Hamilton so much and I love all these other musicals so much, so it's like, is it really my favorite? But number 1 is Heathers. I love literally every single song. Every single song is like a 10 out of 10 song in my book. Let's just go with Candy Store. That's the first song I ever heard from Heathers, was Candy Store, and that's what made me interested in watching it because I was like, oh, that song though. This musical, I had heard so much about it and I was like, that doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. But then I watched it and I fell in love. It's forever in my heart. I used to listen to the music from it non-stop, the album, over and over and over and over and over again. I think my sister almost went insane. So Heathers is based off of the, I actually don't know when it came out, 1989? 1988? The 1980s movie Heathers. It's basically about this girl, Veronica Sawyer, and she's in with the popular girls, and all three of these popular girls are named Heather, every single one of them. And they're all really mean. But then she meets this boy, JD, who she like falls in love with, and they end up accidentally killing the main Heather, and they kind of have to get away with murder, and it's really good, I promise you. It might sound stupid or way too dark or whatever, it's so good. I could actually listen to it forever. I love the costumes, I love the dances, I love everything about the show. I love everything. I love it, it's so good. Barrett Wilbert Weed could literally kill me and I would be so happy. I love her. So yes, those are my top 5 favorite musicals. There are so many more musicals I could talk about. Maybe I'll make another video talking about them. But those are my favorites that I would die for. I love them so much. Like, I can't put into words. Thank you so much for watching. If you have like any musical recommendations you want to like throw my way, leave them down below. I don't know, tell me some of your favorite musicals. I want to know. I need more musicals in my life. Like, tell me them. I will inhale them. I'll watch them all. But yes, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you soon with another video. Bye!